What's up, guys? 06 Ready here. We're gonna finish off June 2025 issue of Aloha, and then I'll be jumping into July's one very soon. So stay tuned. This article I'm looking at talks about the restoration of Lahaina town after the August 2023 fires. So let's get into it. The question of how to rebuild Lahaina stronger and better has been an important part of the conversation since the August 2023 wildfires. One goal that has emerged in the aftermath of the fires is to restore the abundance that once characterized Lahaina, known traditionally as Kamalu Ulu Olele, the shaded breadfruit grove of Lele. The lands of Lahaina were a study in agroforestry, resplendent with breadfruit, banana, coconut, and kalo. Because of this abundance for generations, Lahaina was the preferred seat of power for Maui's ruling chiefs. When foreigners saw Lahaina, they were amazed at the ingenuity of its agricultural systems. Lahaina earned the nickname Venice of the Pacific, no doubt because of its wetlands and waterways. Eventually, this verdant land of abundance was a victim of sugarcane plantations, its forests denumbed to make way for acres of sugarcane, and its waters diverted to the thirstiest of crops so as to feed the sugar habits of the West. The healing of culturally relevant spaces is part of the long-term plan for Lahaina's recovery. Two of these spaces are Loko o Mokuhina and Moku'ula. The opportunity to restore culturally relevant spaces in Lahaina and heal these lands is an appropriate, culturally mindful way is our biggest focus, said Molitao, director of Maui County's Department of OEV Resources. The Department of OEV Resources has been tasked as the project lead for the creation of a cultural corridor that includes restoration of Loko o Mokuhina, Moku'ula, and Malu Ulu Olele. Loko o Mokuhina was a 17-acre fish pond renowned in Maui Komohana as the home of Kia Wahine, in goddess Mo'o Ali'i Wahine, who is said to have dwelled beneath the waters of the pond in a cave called Kalua o Kiha. Moku'ula was a 1-acre inland within the fish pond of Mokuhina. It was the site of King Pi'ilani's residence during the 16th century, and when the capital of the Kingdom of Hawaii moved from Kailua Kona to Lahaina in 1820, it was on Moku'ula that King Kamehameha III built a royal compound where he lived from 1837 to 1845 until the capital was moved to Honolulu. Today, Mokuhina and Moku'ula are not visible. In 1914, the fish pond and island were filled in with about 3 feet of coral and soil to make way for Malu Ulu Olele Park. Land restoration efforts for Mokuhina and Moku'ula will begin with the development of a long-term royal complex master plan for Lahaina. In addition to restoring, honoring, and protecting these cultural significant sites, the restoration will create a vibrant cultural space that not only preserves Hawaiian history and support community healing, but helps to restore Lahaina's natural wetland coastal ecosystems. More broadly, plans to plant ulu trees throughout Lahaina will help to reduce heat and provide a sustainable food source for future generations. Wetland and habitat restoration is in an era of climate change and rising temperatures will support both fire and flood mitigation, increase groundwater recharge, and create a buffer between the ocean and the town to mitigate the hazards of sea level rise. Ultimately, restoration of Mokuhina and Moku'ula will require collaboration and communication between the community and government agencies across county, state, and federal levels. Years of hard work and strong ongoing funding support. With restoration still in the early planning phase, the use of knowledge from the older generation found in the oles, meles, and mo'olelos of Lahaina will be tapped as roadmaps to guide the planning process. Molita notes that the priority is to align with what the Kapuna natives of Lahaina believe is right for Lahaina. Alright, so let's hope that we can get Lahaina back up and running again, even better than before. Aloha.